Hut, hut, hike. Hello again, my fellow Bears fans. Your boy Roy, and on the latest Chicago football talk, I wanted to talk about the Tennessee Titans' usage of the full house backfield. A lot of people will use this formation, but they'll just use it maybe one play every 3 or 4 games. The Tennessee Titans run it regularly throughout almost all of their games, multiple times, and I'm going to take you back to the Bills game and the Steelers game, show you 2 plays from each, and just how it could be dangerous as Chris Johnson has started to get going in the Tennessee Titans offense. They've played some pretty close games. This is one of those formations that will take advantage of the Bears' aggressiveness when they play the run, and they're just going to have to be disciplined. So let's take a look at the tape. Starting with the first play from the Pittsburgh Steelers game, we'll take a look at 2 running plays, 2 passing plays. And what you see is with the full house backfield, you have 3 running backs in the backfield or 3 backs in the backfield. You can line up either 2 fullbacks ahead of the running back, or a fullback or a tight end, or 2 tight ends, which makes it a versatile formation, and it also draws the defense towards the middle of the field. Matt Hasselbeck takes this snap and turns to his left to hand the ball off to Chris Johnson, where he can read. If there's nothing to the outside, he can cut it back to the inside. In this case, he follows his lead blocker, sees there's plenty of room to work on the outside, and Chris Johnson, being the speedy back that he is, gains about 6 or 7 yards on this play. Moving to another running formation, Tennessee Titans versus the Buffalo Bills. This time they're lined up on the right hash mark, and this time Matt Hasselbeck comes from center, turning to his right, which sets up this play to be ran to the right side. Chris Johnson sees, since it's the near side of the field, there's not a lot of room to run reading his blockers, so he decides to cut it back to the inside. Being a great cutback runner and being very fast, he bursts through the hole and ends up picking up about 8 or 9 yards on that play. Now, moving into some variations where they pass out of the full house backfield, going back to the Steelers game here, Matt Hasselbeck again pulls from center, turning to his right to fake the handoff here. And it actually puts the Steelers in cover 1 with 1 single safety over the middle of the field as the other safety was drawn into the run, leaving Nate Washington wide open to actually pick up this first down. There you see the single safety there, not in a position to make this play. Moving to another passing play from the full house backfield, this actually goes for an incompletion, and that's why I wanted to show you this play. Is if the Bears can play disciplined, it's 2nd and 11 here, so it's still a passing down, even though they come out in a full house backfield, making you think they're going to run the ball. The Bills play disciplined here as Matt Hasselbeck executes the play action fake. He rolls out and sees that there's nobody available and ends up throwing this ball away. So there you have 4 examples, 2 from each game, and they actually ran more than just 2 in each of those said games that I pulled these full house backfield plays from. It takes advantage of Chris Johnson's strengths, his cutback ability, his vision, like I said, but it also allows Matt Hasselbeck to play to his strengths, throwing some short to intermediate passes. He doesn't have a cannon on him, so he will loft the ball up deep, but it's their floaters almost always. The only time he can put a little bit of zip on the ball is when he throws short to intermediate. So again, it takes advantage of the Bears' aggressiveness in the run game, where they always read keys and just attack the line of scrimmage on running plays. So the Bears are going to have to be disciplined versus their formation. I fully expect them to use this formation versus the Bears' defense to take advantage of their aggressiveness here. The point is they're going to have to be disciplined because this is a tricky formation that the Titans will use versus the Bears. So in case you were wondering why I'm so clean shaven, I am participating in Movember. So please, at the bare minimum, if you can't donate to the link below, I will be growing an actual handlebar mustache throughout the month of Movember. At least make sure that you get yourself checked out if you are a gentleman, or also let your brothers know, let your husbands know, let your uncles know, let your friends know, whoever males you have that are special in your life. Just get in their ear this month and remind them that they do need to be checked out. It's not always pleasing to have somebody put your finger in your bum hole, but it does allow you to save a lot get preventative care, if you will. It's like checking your oil in your car, okay? You want to find out if the oil is low before it's too late. So again, I'll be growing out the handlebar mustache. Again, please donate to the following link, or at least make sure you get checked out. Stay tuned for more from Chicago Football Talk. As always, thank you for watching. It's my pleasure. Your boy Roy. Peace, and I'm out.